Hey there, internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the John Grave Show. This week in Strike the Blood, I will be honest, I am really getting, I really hope that this doesn't necessarily become a thing, because this is the second time that this series has done this, in which that they've killed off, or at least they supposedly killed off a character, and then they're healed up and fine in like later episodes. Now, I really hope that this isn't like a thing and then like happens to another character, because it's gonna turn into a thing in which that it's like, well, yeah, man, you know, you got to kill off another, you have to kill off a character soon, or at least it's gonna turn into that. And honestly, as this episode goes on, it turns into, a whole thing of, we finally found Nina, the character who we were building up for like the past few episodes. Or at least for like the last episode when the thing went on a rampage, you know, it did honestly turn in. We finally get to meet Nina, and she seems like a nice person and not all that evil, really. She seems very opposite from the guy who was trying to bring her back, Mr. Cole, and really, she does seem very apologetic and sad about her using Asagi's body to kind of walk around and do all this stuff. However, when she did meet Kojo, she kind of thought that because he was a vampire, she thought that he would be kind of a lot more like Dimitri. However, she was surprised that he wasn't. And honestly, they both do kind of have this little and right off the bat, it does seem as though she is rather nice. However, really, I don't really see too much of a difference with her and most of the older, like, experienced people in terms of personality when it comes to like them dealing with a lot of younger characters in this show. The only real difference here is the fact that she is honestly showing like some type of care and worry for Kanase, which is actually she is the focus of this episode, or at least like her family is the focus of this episode again. So honestly, there is that. I will be honest though, is that like right after that, we do kind of have this strange little moment when Yukina and Nagisa, they do actually leave. There is this moment when Asagi, she does come back to her senses, and she wakes up in Kojo's bed. And this is by far, and this is like the first time when I actually realized that the women in this show are actually really weird, because I can understand his sister and Yukina, they both telling him, like, you know, do this and do that, because they kind of have left in a long while and all that. However, Asagi's in his bed crying tears of joy, because she believes that Kojo took advantage of her in her sleep. And, you know, he just took advantage of her and stuff like that. She's crying tears of joy, and I'm like, that's pretty odd. And then, like, man, when he's like, yeah, man, nothing happened, blah, 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 she gets all disappointed and calls him an idiot. I'm like, what? I don't know what kind of woman acts like that. I mean, like, I know a lot of women, okay? A lot of them are still virgins. And honestly, if that happened to them, I really doubt that they would cry tears of joy. And when a guy says, man, like, nothing happened, I doubt that they, man, would pout at him and call him an idiot for that. I really doubt it. However, going off, man, from that craziness, there's a whole little thing of our good friend Yase's back. You know, the guy, man, the other guy in this show who has the power, man, to, like, see anything he wants through sound waves, and also attacks through sound waves. Remember him? He's been on vacation for about a month now, and actually, it's actually rather nice to see him again. The downside is, though, is that he's not really going to pop up or really do anything that matters in this episode, so there's always that. But honestly, it is actually rather nice, man, to see him again. And this episode, it does kind of leave off with a bit of a cliffhanger ending with I believe with I believe one the chairman, who was also one of the goo dude, one of the living metal dudes, he left off to go get Kanase, and Nina and Kojo are honestly starting, man, to start their conversation upon what the wise man's blood is and how dangerous it is and all that. So that's pretty much what happened in this episode. And honestly, for an episode like this, for an episode like this, it really did kind of get really heavy upon the explanation, and it really did kind of use a lot of alchemic things and all that, which I did like. However, it's doing the one thing in which that I need to know, which that really, it doesn't kind of help me really get into the story or really follow, man, the thing any stronger. It's the fact of that I don't know why Cole is trying to kill Kanase for. I know that he attacked her family 5 years ago, but really I don't know why he wants to kill her for. Because the most that we know is that, man, he's under contract. So that's pretty much all, man, he says about it. And that's kind of all I got to say about it. So what do you guys think about it? Please tell me that in the comment section. I'll see you guys on the next John Graves Show. I am out.